Keep your distance, Arisen! Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being... Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you. The people here are evacuated and safe for the moment.
The people here are evacuated and safe for the moment.
The people here are evacuated and safe for the moment. The people here are evacuated and safe. For the moment.
There are more who can yet be saved.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning, but you truly are the Arisen then. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. The Watchhead would know what to do. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon, not like the Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon.
Hail, Arisen.
Very well.
This looks as good a place as this.
Hoy there. My pa always used to say, aye, being armed, you should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Hoy there. My pa always used to say, aye, being armed, you should stop by the inn in Melve if you...
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your... vocation, come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
Okay.
May have helped with getting home. I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come. Always a pleasure. I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodging. And if you... you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
If I sleep on my woes, maybe...
Well met.
Like it or not.
Well met. Always a pleasure.
Hey all, we've had to start sending out new...
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will.
Ocado.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that...
This is the first I'm hearing of... Say, you seem stout. You've my thanks.
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Here we go again. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. I hope you slept well, Master. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Where ought we to go now? I'll carefully conserve my strength, and is there aught this pawn might do for you? I have nothing further to add. I hope you slept well, Master. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Never mind that now. If you're offering your aid.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Is that all of them? Yeah. You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought you saved me this time, well, I'd best be heading back.
Best report back.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
It was a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. We'll be extending his training period. The instructor...
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us.
Well met. Well met. Much obliged. No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously. Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. I know where we can find the necessary materials to enhance your equipment, Master. You can count on me to fly to your aid. Where ought we to go now?
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation. Come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
have found the material.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Now then, which way?
Let us examine each path carefully before we decide.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I'll be your teeth should your party lack for bite. Such is the warrior's lot. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side. A visit to Mel might jog you. Your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Follow me. So, this is Mel. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the street.
Pitiable risen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. but it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. I'm sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. Your burns could easily have killed you outright. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. You must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Until then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth, so when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for...
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
You really ought to have returned by now.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
On my way.
'Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire. One never can have too many of these.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet not all claim it. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, we would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the captain. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet...
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Master!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. I found some materials we could use to enhance our equipment. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
I shan't let her harm you.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! Might await us on the road ahead.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Well fought, Arisen.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. Outstanding.
Look here. Water is seeping through the cracks.
What's this? We're trapped!
We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our glory shall fall.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. Allow me, Master. This blow will fall by my hand.
It is time we make it to inform the people of Dogma.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged. I had taken you for another false Arisen, yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the... You're free to make your own way to the capital. Of course, if you'd rather continue to...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Ah, here's the cart now. Very well. Board the ox cart.
Goblins! What rotten luck!
We're still in the fight.
Seems we drove them off. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you... All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
Let me get that.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it, though I admit I had my doubts at first.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, yet not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital.